everyone. I am the Autistic Pinup, and today we are going to be talking. It's a little bit of a mix. It's in response to a not so constructive criticism email I got about my preference to use identity first language instead of person first language. So let me start off by just explaining that shit. So, person first language is people who would say a person with autism. That's generally used by most neurotypicals. That's considered like the most PC way to refer to us. Although there are definitely some autistic people out there, people with autism, who prefer that, and I respect that. You do you. Amazing. However, I personally prefer identity first. I am an autistic person. The reason I prefer this is because that's who I am. Autism literally pervades every single inch of my life. Sleep, the food I can eat, the sensory, the way I literally interact with the world and the humans around me is colored by my autism. And instead of kind of being like, oh, that sucks, I've decided to be like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm proud of that, man. And so that's why I personally prefer to use identity first language. I also will use identity first language when I am referring to my community at large, even though I do know that there are people out there who don't like to be referred to that. But when I'm writing about you, that's how I'm going to refer to you. Please know that I completely respect both sides. I see the reason some people the reason people prefer person first is the same reason I prefer identity first, but as a negative. They think that it's wrong to have autistic be the adjective for this person's life. They're a person first, not just a disability. And yeah, that's cool. That's your way of thinking, and I appreciate that, and I would never criticize you if you called me a person with autism. It wouldn't even faze me. I would just be like, whatever. However, this constructive criticism I got was from a neurotypical who is a social worker and a parent to 2 children on the spectrum. And he did not like me using the word autistic to refer to my community. He said it's one thing to refer to myself as that, but it's insulting to refer to my entire community as that. And I just want to be like, why? Why is that insulting? What is so wrong about the word autistic that you think it's an insult? It's not. To me, it's a beautiful identity that I have, that I'm proud of, that I want to use to make this world a much better place. Another thing I wanted to touch on is about the fact that we're our own self-experts. I am the best expert with autism. I appreciate all the people who went to school for years, or the parents who have taken care of children for all the years that they've been alive. You've surrounded yourself with autism, you've immersed yourself completely in it maybe, but that doesn't make you autistic. I am autistic. I can never get away from it. Literally, you guys might be able to take respite breaks or go home and be with your non-autistic family and have a chance to step away from it, but I never do. This is it, man. This is my brain for life, and I'm cool with that. I have grown to love that. But because of that, I really don't care what neurotypicals think about how I address people or how I decide to present my autism, because they don't live it. They don't fucking live it. I do. All the people out there with autism do. And yeah, if someone with autism was like, hey, I don't like when you refer to autistic people like that, I respect their opinion as well. And I appreciate it more because they do have the autistic experience, but I would just let them know that this is just how I refer to myself, and that's how I prefer. But for any neurotypical out there who thinks that they have the right to tell an autistic person, you can't refer to yourself that way, or you can't be proud of who you are, this is the right way to do it, you're definitely the one who needs to change something. Because this is a beautiful community, and the pride is growing more and more, and super stoked to be here at this moment in time to really get to help be part of the neurodivergent revolution that we are creating right now. And yeah, that's just my response to the person who thought that they had the right to tell me how I should refer to myself, and people like me. Yeah. So if you would like to check out my blog, it's called I'm Not Drunk, I'm Autistic. And I will see you guys next time.